Happening tomorrow, it's Election Day, and there are several items on the ballot for Treasure Valley voters to decide on. CBS 2's Sophia Dumani gives us a closer look at two of the big bonds and levies that are coming up for a vote.
Well, one of these issues impacts voters in both Ada and Canyon counties. The Kuna Rural Fire District is asking voters to approve an annual $1.1 million levy. The fire district says it's stretched way too thin. With all the growth happening around Kuna, they say they often can't keep up with all the phone calls they're getting. So the $1.1 million would help the fire district pay for more first responders and resources. If passed, it will provide a stable funding base, allowing them to hire 6 additional firefighters and paramedics. Right now, there are a minimum of 3 people on shift on any given day. This levy would increase that number to 5, giving them more full staff around the clock. If the levy does not pass, Kuna Fire Chief Perry Palmer says it will be disappointing.
With the levy, we're able to provide a better frontline response to calls. Without it, we're still subject to lengthy delays for getting help out here if we're already tied up on a call. And it's not just the major calls, it's the minor calls that if we're working short, which is about 40% of the time we have 3 people on duty, that means we can take the ambulance or we can take the fire truck. We can't take both.
Palmer says they want to avoid calling in help from other agencies like Boise, Meridian, and Nampa because that also slows down the response times during an emergency. Having a bigger staff could help them respond to multiple calls at once. If passed, the levy would cost homeowners about $60 for every $100,000 of taxable value. Also happening tomorrow, voters in Canyon County will head to the polls to decide whether or not to build a new jail. If approved, that new facility would help deal with overcrowding at the county's current jail. Now, that's been a heated issue in Canyon County for years. The county is asking for voters to pass a bond worth $187 million that would be paid over the course of 20 years. County leaders spent several days this month holding town hall meetings to help people understand the potential benefits of a new jail. But opponents say the bill shouldn't fall on taxpayers, and they're concerned about the added cost. This bond would add $94 per $100,000 of property value to the property tax bill each year. So again, Election Day is tomorrow. Be sure to head to your local polling place to cast your ballot. Reporting live in the studio, Sophia Dumani, CBS 2 News.